Welcome back. You likely know our next guest. He has painted over 400 murals in the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, August Wilson in the Hill District, the Veterans mural on the south side, and of course, the massive portrait of Roberto Clemente on Lawrenceville's Clemente Museum. But his next project may be his biggest one yet.
Muralist Kyle Holbrook is joining us live now. He's off to Paris tomorrow to bring an artistic level of peace to the biggest sporting event in the world. Kyle, tell us how this all came about. This is so amazing.
Oh, thank you, and an honor to be here. I mean, it's really about bringing the message of peace, through art, which is the universal language, to the world, and to galvanize people. I mean, as we know right now, it's an interesting time in the world. I mean, there's wars going on. We have an election coming up in America, and the whole world looks at our election. And so, as an American, I think it's important to send that message of peace to the world.
So what are you going to be doing in Paris? You literally leave tomorrow for Paris.
Yes.
And you're there for how many days, and how many murals are you going to do there?
Well, I'm going to be doing 4 different murals on 4 different sides of Paris. And, Paris has places like Montmartre, which are arts districts where, Cézanne lived, Picasso lived for certain, so a lot of history. And all these places, not only will be getting a lot of eyeballs and tourists for the Olympics, but there's constantly tours and people want to view these districts. So by strategically doing murals in close proximity where Banksy's and Space Invader, which is like the Banksy of Paris, and JR murals are, they'll be getting a lot of attention, and then everybody's going to know directly what they're about because I'm going to be using that universal symbol for peace as part of it.
So you've done so many murals here in Pittsburgh, and some of them are very focused. Is that your intention over there, or you're collaborating with some other artists as well? So are you coming together to create something on the spur of the moment, or is this something you work on ahead of time?
Work on ahead of time. I mean, artists have their own style, so some are going to have some cartooning type of style. Some artists do calligraphy, so there's going to be some words in some of them. But it's really about, art is such a universal language, like I said, and so really sending that message of peace and then making it about, the peace symbol, because a lot of times when you talk about peace, people might, as an American, I want to not just be preaching to the world.
Yeah.
We have some issues here too, so I want to be talking about gun violence, there, but not about the guns. I want to be talking about the need for peace, and by putting the hands that talks about the humanity. I was the first American to do murals in Jerusalem and Palestine. And obviously we know the conflict that's going on there, and so not picking sides, the artists to galvanize people, but I want to talk about peace, and obviously we know what's going on in Ukraine and with Russia and Ukraine. So I think it's a sentiment and something that will resonate with the whole world.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the process. I mean, we're seeing a video here. Like, it's on such a big scale. Like the Roberto Clemente, on the side of the Roberto Clemente Museum, that's down the street from my house, and I drive past it every day, and I'm amazed by how do you do that? How do you map it out when it's that big?
Well, I mean, my style, a lot of artists use projectors or use the grid system. I kind of like to do it like sculpture. Put some up just like life. Then you know what your next step is. I always, whatever mark I'm going to make, it's going to be a mistake. But then when I step back, then I know, what I do for the next step. And so I like to do it kind of like a sculpture, if you will.
Isn't it so interesting how brains work differently?
Yeah.
I could never, I would be so fearful of a mistake, but you probably see that as an opportunity to like change it or make something different, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. You got to take that first step to know what your second is and where it's going. And so I like the process of kind of making it happen. And these are art that's along, a lot of them are on street art paths. 3 of them are on street art paths.
Yeah.
So these aren't going to be as big as the Clemente. Mural.
Well,
and the most famous artists in the world, Space Invader and Banksy, they do them smaller, so they're going to be bigger than those.
But
they're not going to be as big as that size, especially
very
with time.
cool though. Very cool nonetheless. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
We're excited for you, Kyle. Yeah, and we can't wait to see what you do create in Paris. So we're going to see the pictures.
Yeah, please send them our way, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for the reveal of the artist joining you. Can't wait for that too.